everybody, my name is Miss Price and this is my friend Jenna. Hi everybody! Today we're going to hopefully motivate you here at Motivation Station to want to try some science at your house while you are home during the whole quarantine time. So we're going to get started. We have lots of things to show you today, but one of the first things I want to talk to you about is something that you see Jenna wearing here. What do you call those things? Those are called my safety glasses. That's right. And we're going to talk about safety first. Jenna's going to wear her glasses, her safety goggles today. I'm going to wear mine. But let's talk about what happens if you don't have any safety goggles or you don't wear glasses. Maybe you can have a pair of sunglasses that you find at your house.
Oh my goodness, what is Miss Price? What is that? Oh, my glasses are falling.
Well, of course you don't have a big pair of sunglasses, but you got my idea. Some kind of sunglasses that you can wear. All right, Jenna, what else can we show them? Oh, I'm gonna need to have to sit you down on the counter for a minute because I'm gonna show them how to use a plastic bag as a pair of gloves. So we're gonna put Jenna down. And let's say you don't have any gloves at your house. You could take just a regular plastic bag and put it over your hand. I do this all the time. I have ferrets as pets, which by the way are very messy, smelly pets. And I have to clean their cage, so I don't have any gloves at my house. I'll use my little thing. I can pick stuff up with my gloves that I'm wearing. For example, things like physical and chemical changes. That's right. That's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to show you all kinds of cool things, and we're going to take a cut and get started and show you our first experiment called elephant toothpaste. I know you guys have seen it before, but I'm going to show you ingredients that you have at your house that you can use. Okay, we're back for our next segment. I'm going to show you a couple things here that you're going to like, wow. Here we go. First of all, everybody has hydrogen peroxide at their house. We're going to use half a cup of hydrogen peroxide. So you're going to need a measuring cup also. I'm going to pour that half a cup of hydrogen peroxide into a water bottle. And then I'm going to take a squirt of my dish soap here, really good squirt of it, and some red food coloring. Put it in there, see what happens. I chose red. You could choose any color you want. Put some good drops in there. Okay, so I'm going to set my bottle, by the way, on this pan. Oh boy. On a pan. Like a cookie sheet you can use. So whatever might come out of that bottle doesn't get all over your mom's kitchen. Okay, so we're going to use this stuff. It's called yeast. And just one packet of this is all we need. We're going to take that yeast and we're going to mix it with I got to get all our stuff going here. We're going to mix it with 3 tablespoons of water. That's right. It's a 3-to-1 mixture. So we're going to pour our yeast. I'm going to pour it right into my measuring cup because I have to mix it with 3 tablespoons of warm water. Okay, make sure it's warm water. So, the water's just going right out of my measuring spoon. 1, 2, 3. So, I'm going to use a fork, by the way, to stir that up a little bit, and then we're going to pour that into the bottle and see what happens. It's really cool. So I'm going to stir this really well. I'm seeing some air bubbles. Another thing we're going to talk about today is making an observation. That is seeing or watching or observing. It's all about the same thing, using your 5 senses, okay? Anything about the natural world, anything you do, you're watching something, hey, let's see what's going to happen. Like right now, we're going to observe what's going to happen, or watch, when I pour the yeast into my bottle. So, here we go. I'm going to take the bottle. Oh boy, I'm going to go ahead and pour it in there. I'll do it quickly. Set it on the tray for you. check it out. Ooh, isn't that cool? All kinds of foam coming out of there. So when we mixed the hydrogen peroxide with the yeast, it created like this water and oxygen, oxygen being air. The air stuck to all the soap, and that's where the foam, all those bubbles, it kind of stuck it to it. So we mixed things together here and created a whole new substance. And that's what we're going to talk. Ooh, check it out if I squeeze it. Wow, that's cool. But again, notice it's all in the pan. No mess for your kitchen. And I know your mother will love that. So, that's all for our first clip. We'll be back with a couple more of my little friends that are here that want to help me today. We'll see you in a few minutes. Hey everybody, it's Miss Price. We're back here at Motivation Station, and I'm here with another friend of mine. His name is Brett. Brett, I'd like you to meet all of our students here in St. Lucie County. Hey everybody, what's going on? So Brett wants to be a part of our next segment, but first he's going to help me tell you guys about what we're going to do today. So Brett, I left my little things over here. All right, so today, the first thing I did is I showed you elephant toothpaste. And what we did is we created a whole new substance. And when we do that, we have, Brett, what's called, why don't you read this real fast?
Oh, he's saying that it caused a chemical change. And a chemical change is when a new substance is created. That's right, we created a whole new substance.
So, chemical change, and the next thing that we're going to talk about is this one. Go ahead, Brett.
These are called physical changes, and physical changes is when we do not create a whole new substance.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you some physical changes, and Brett, I'm going to have you sit out like we did Jenna. And our friend Jenna, she had to go home and do some of her online work that she's supposed to be doing for school. So she, she's very devoted to her schoolwork. She was going to do that.
Well, I already did mine this morning. Ha! Because I love doing science with Miss Price.
Okay. All right, Brett. So we're going to move over here to the blender section of our video. All right, Brett, I'm going to have you sit over here. Okay, so here we are with my blender. We're going to put all kinds of cool stuff in here today, starting with, I have a little piece of ham. Bink, into the blender. How about this one? Check it out. Let's try a piece of pizza that's been in the refrigerator for a few days, and it's like a steak and, like a Philly cheesesteak. Watch this, whole piece of pizza. Bazinga, into the blender. Oh, let's get a little apple slices. How about some strawberries? We'll put a strawberry in there. Just the whole thing. We're not even going to trim it. Let's try a blackberry. I wonder what's going to happen. I'm definitely going to be observing what's going to happen when I turn this blender on and hit the blend button. Okay. And hey, check this out. Let's try a chocolate chip cookie. Bink, into the blender. And one of these things, it's one of these chocolate, here, let me show you, marshmallow cookie that we're just going to throw in there. And it might have a hard time blending, so I'm just going to add some water to it so it doesn't have a hard time blending all together. How about this one, everybody's favorite? Takis. Yeah, my kids love to eat these things. Let's throw a couple Takis in there. All right, and I think that's it. Let's give it a whirl. Ha! Give it a whirl. I didn't even mean to do that one. All right, so I'm going to hit blend. We're going to blend this all together. Uh-oh, doesn't want to work. Let's get a fork and kind of try to maybe mix it a little. All right, I kind of mixed everything around in there. So let's watch and see what happens. Uh-oh. No go. I'm gonna take some of, I'm gonna like kind of squish it all together. Then I'm gonna take some of my juice that I'm getting for antioxidants. Uh-oh. All right, let's try it again. Oh no. Let's try None of them are gonna work. Here we go, here we go. All right, we got it. Do that for a couple seconds. Turn it off. Let's pour it into a cup. See our new little drink we just created today. All that, it's like having 3 meals in one, right? Pizza, ham sandwich without the bread. Check it out. So I'm going to observe using my 5 senses. And one of my senses right now, my sense of smell, is going crazy because, phew, that kind of really smells bad. Now, you guys dare me? You dare me to drink this? Heck no, I'm not gonna drink this. No way. But I might like scoop my finger into it, whoosh, and test it. So let's go ahead and try that. It's actually pretty good. So when we did our physical change just now, when we blended everything together, that's right, that was an example of a physical change. So we did a chemical change where we created a whole new substance by making an elephant toothpaste. And then we just took a bunch of stuff and we mixed it all together. We did not create a whole new substance. That's what a physical change is, everybody. Okay? So our next segment, we are going to talk about, hold on, something's going on in my drawer here. Let me see what's going on. Check it out.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
That's right, this is my little friend. Why are you hanging out in my drawer in my kitchen?
Well, I was kind of bored at your school, so I decided to come home and hang out with you. How's that?
I think that's pretty good.
Okay.
Well, I was just getting ready to introduce my next segment.
Oh, can I do it for you?
I guess so. Let me tell you what it is. Wait, I can't tell you what it is. You don't have any ears. You have eyes, but no ears. Another observation I just made about him.
Ugh, I hate it when that happens. All right, you can introduce it.
Okay, so we're gonna do a little segment called, is it a physical change or a chemical change? You decide.
Oh, that sounds like fun. I want to do it.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take it over to our next segment. All right, we're back with our next segment called Physical or Chemical Change. Check it out, oven mitts. If you need some gloves, maybe oven mitts might be appropriate in some situations, like, for example, right now, I'm gonna show you on my stove, we have some boiling water here. That's right, and you can see, okay, so we start off with a liquid, and we see that that liquid is changing to a gas, and that steam, that water vapor is escaping from the water. So we're gonna pour that. Notice the reason why I'm wearing these gloves is just in case. You should always be safe. And if you work with boiling water, you should not do this at home. Do not try this at home without your parent there. I'm gonna pour this in here so you guys can see the steam coming off there. Can we see it? Not too well. Anyway, you're gonna decide, is that a chemical change? Did we create a whole new substance when that steam was created? Or is it a physical change where a whole new substance is not created, but we could have possibly changed from one state to another, from maybe a solid to a liquid to a gas, liquid to a gas, gas back to a liquid. And that's what happens with matter in science.